my 30th season.
And the 7th Jeans and Classic?
I've done them all, so this is the 7th one, yes.
Yeah. So tell me about the Marshall Symphony and how much fun it is.
Well, the fun part is actually standing behind the instrument playing. The work is getting the equipment here.
Yeah.
And it's always fun with these guys, and over the past few years I've gotten a chance to record with them, perform with them twice. Because last week I was in El Dorado, Arkansas. The conductor for the South Arkansas Symphony caught on to what we had going here in Marshall. And so we now do that concert up there. So I sort of get a chance to tour with them for a couple of weeks.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do you think the symphony has changed over the years?
Well, the obvious thing to notice are the younger faces.
Yes.
Okay, and I'd say from the time that I began playing 30 years ago, the playing quality has upped quite a bit also. So it's a lot of younger players, and when you get those new faces coming, it makes old timers like myself practice really hard.
Yeah. Well, what do you think that Jeans and Classic has done for fundraising and for the symphony? Has that made
it served two purposes. Number one, the Jeans and Classics provide a little something for everyone. Sometimes it's hard to get the general audience to come to a classical concert, but when they hear it in this setting, that sort of lures them in to find out what else is offered, because a lot of symphonies have gone to that format where they'll invite a group like this or a big name group. One of the sellout concerts that I observed over the past few years with the group KISS did a reunion tour with the Australian Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, wow.
And it was just amazing. And recently, as a few years ago, what's this heavy metal? I think Metallica did a concert with the Los Angeles Philharmonic.
So are you going to be featured tonight on anything?
Well, no, I'm not featured. I'm a section player tonight.
Is there a time when you will be playing the...
I will play everything back here. I will play the vibraphone. I will play the conga drums, the xylophone.
Is there some number in particular that you'll be playing?
I'll be playing vibraphone on For Once in My Life.
For Once in My Life.
And then Voulez-Vous from Mamma Mia.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bell part on, I can't remember the tune right now. It's such a short part. But it's a lot of conga drum playing. And it's really hard on your hands when you're competing with amplified music.
Yeah.
So these are slap paddles that are used to play conga drums. Save the hand, save the hand. So they've really gotten to work out doing the rehearsals, and they've held up. So they've got a couple more hours to go.
Well, looking forward to hearing you play.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to playing.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for coming, for participating, for contributing. We really do enjoy doing this, and we think it's a wonderful thing for Marshall. We do appreciate Jeans and Classic so much for continuing to come, and we want to thank you for continuing to come. Thank you so much, and enjoy your evening.
I'm Tiffany Ammerman, and I'm the chairman of this wonderful event. And each year, this will be the third year, we have honored someone that has really made a difference and helped with this downtown concert. And this next person that I'm going to honor, I talked about last year when this started, there were several people that I had to go to. And of course, one was, of course, my conductor in the back. One was the Arts Council and the Symphony Society. And then we had to find a tent. And we honored Ken and Celia Carlisle 2 years ago. And then last year, we honored Hanson Broadcasting for helping us with all the advertising, and not even just with radio and television, but they also helped us find other avenues of advertising. So this year, one of the other people that I went to was our Main Street director at the time. And during that time, Marshall was just starting off doing lots of things on Main Street. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be great if we could have this type of concert on Main Street? And of course, everyone already knows who I'm talking about, but this guy not only is our Main Street director, but he does everything from, he'll find someone to empty the trash cans. He has these beautiful decorations that you see tonight. He is the one that is responsible for that. He was responsible for our hot dog fundraiser last night. And I have a whole list of other things over the years that he has helped us do. So at this time, we would like to honor Bo Ellis.
I didn't prepare a speech. I didn't know I was doing anything special. I thought I was just doing what Tiffany told me to do. And Jim, isn't that what we're supposed to do? And he's a judge, so I just do what they tell me. Thank you. I'm glad to participate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back for the 7th year, Jeans and Classics.
Great job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Where to next?
Sorry?
Where to next?
Where to next? For me, Toronto. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've got a couple gigs in Toronto, and the next time I'm with Jeans and Classics is in, I believe, Calgary, Alberta. Go to Michael Jackson show.
All right.
Yes, yes.
You have a great influence.
Thank you.
And I know you had to work part-time.
Oh, that's, I know. Wait, so you're saying it was
really good.
well, yeah, you got to stretch it out. It's really high. Really low.
Thanks a lot of work.
But it's when you're enjoying it, it's not as much work.
Oh, yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
It's so fun. Very good.
Tiffany, how did you come to start Jeans and Classic? How did that idea come to you?
It's been about 9 years ago. I was at a Texas Association for Symphony Orchestras conference, and this group, Jeans and Classics, they were at the Commemorative Air Force Museum, and we walked in. They told us that night to dress casually, and so we were a little wondering, what was going on, because we always really get dressed up for the symphony concerts. And so that night we went into the Commemorative Air Force Museum, and we saw this rock and roll band, and they were actually playing with the symphony orchestra. But what impressed me the most, not only that they're so talented and the music was great, but the audience is what really impressed me. There was anywhere from 8 years old to 80 years old, and maybe even farther apart than that. And I was thinking to myself, wouldn't that be great, because our downtown was just starting to revitalize and we were doing things on the main street, if we could actually do this in Marshall, Texas, on the street, and that would really help develop our symphony orchestra audience. And that's really what the concert was all about to begin with, was trying to develop our audience. But then it turned into not just a concert to develop our audience, which it has done, because if you look into our audience, you'll see all ages. I have my 9-month-old grandbaby here, and so you'll see all ages. But also awareness that we have a symphony, because although we've been here for 63 years, a lot of people don't realize that we have a symphony. And now it's, we have a symphony. Now it's, when is the next Jeans and Classics coming? So we're very, very excited about this concert.
So you're still glad you did it, huh?
Yes. I'm very glad that I did it. This is our, 7th year, and it's become an event. It's not only a concert, but as you can see, we have dinner outside, and we'll dance on the streets here in just a little bit.
Tell me about the tent, and I mean, how big is that tent? It's 2 blocks.
This tent is 40 by 240. Which covers, this is a little larger than a normal block, so it covers the whole block, and we do this to protect our orchestra and the millions of dollars worth of instruments that we actually have under this tent. And the show must go on, so that is another reason we have the tent. And it has rained a couple of times in the years past, and Ken and Celia Carlisle has sponsored this tent since the very beginning, and it's really saved us. And so as you'll see, the tables here that are all set up, these are our sponsorship tables. And these are the people that help us underwrite this event. And you'll see some are eating now. The local downtown restaurants, they all will serve meals to all these sponsors between 5 and 6:30. And then they'll stop serving, and then our concert will start at 7.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. And I usually say this when I'm doing interviews, that usually it's not fun for a person who's actually in charge.
Yeah.
But this is even fun for a person in charge.
Well, and I learned a long time ago doing events that every event reaches a point in time when you no longer have control of it. It's on its own, and it's going to run how it's going to run. And you sort of reach that time tonight. It's going to roll.
You're right, and we have over 100 volunteers, and this is such a community-wide effort. Although it's the Marshall Regional Arts Council and the Marshall Symphony together, the Marshall Main Street helps us. Bo Ellis, the City of Marshall helps us. The Convention and Visitors Bureau helps us. But these volunteers that you see, it's become their concert. And I think they've taken such an ownership in it. It's really a community-wide event. ETBU baseball team came out and helped us set up the chairs along with the City of Marshall, and something that usually takes me and a few of us 4 hours took us only less than an hour, actually. So it is a community-wide event, and we're very proud of that. And it's the only symphony concert that pays for itself. And not only does it pay for itself, but we do make a little money, which we put into the program for the next year.